Archangel Michael just burst through a hidden door calling your name. Don't skip this, because if you miss it, that door might just vanish forever. There are rare times when heaven really makes a move, not quietly, but with a big plan. Today was one of those special days. There was a crack in the universe that was just big enough for your spirit to fit through. It wasn't a mistake. It wasn't just happen. It was right on today. Archangel Michael set off heavenly alignment that had been set in stone before you were born. In the courts of glory, Michael yelled your name out loud. Your name shook the worlds like thunder. There is no reason why you were picked. You were chosen. That door wasn't open for everyone. You were able to get in. Now it is your turn. You can either go through it or watch it close again. Maybe never to come back. Something around you shook. But you couldn't feel it in the real world. Something was wrong with your room. Your thoughts changed all of a sudden before your mind could understand what was going on. Your body felt it. The reason for this is that spiritual doors don't always pop open. They open quickly like lightning and don't wait for anyone. That is what took place today. There was a golden gate in the spirit world that was just waiting for your spirit to say yes and your heart to answer its call. The Archangel Michael did not whisper. He didn't hint. He called her name out loud and clearly. The walls that other people put up around you were making your destiny. Work hard to break through. That is why he stepped in. That's why the door opened. What you do is being watched by heaven right now as you read this. It's not about being good enough. It's not time to get ready. This is about where you stand. The bad guy hoped you had something to do today. No matter how hard the enemy tried, you could feel something important in your heart. A strange surge, a holy unrest. That was the voice of Archangel Michael coming back to you. That was the weight of your soul moving toward the gate that was now open. Don't let doubt stop you. Do not let fear stop you. The gate is still there, but not for much longer. The next 24 months will go the way you choose in the next 24 hours. No, this is not poetry. What it says is true. It wasn't a low voice that Archangel Michael used to say. When I called your name today, a portal briefly opened. It might not open again if you miss this now. It wasn't weak. It was very loud. The guardians of heaven heard your name and hell couldn't get around you after that. If your name was called, something very old would answer. There was an old door that had been open since the beginning of time. You needed to be set free. Archangel Michael wasn't told what to do. He told you what time it was. I mean, not even the angels are moving. They want to know if you will answer the phone or turn your attention away. It's not a very big window. It's very holy and not common. People who just want to listen should not read this. For people who feel like a bigger force is pulling them. You've been stuck for too long. It looks like the cycles will never end. But today, a break in the clouds gave us a new chance. They are not the same as doors on earth. People made hinges that don't make it move. It does something when it is recognized. The door will only stay open for the person who hears the voice, feels the vibration, and knows when it should open. When Archangel Michael called your name, it turned into a key. When the key was turned, heaven spoke. But heaven doesn't beg. Heaven only knocks once. This is not a habit. Today looks like any other day, even though this is a holy moment. You might not be ready yet. That's how fate works. It comes to shake things up. It shows up when things are crazy. Heaven wants to see how well you can hear in the loud noise. That's why Archangel Michael spoke first. There was a lot of noise when he talked. If you were upset, scared, or angry, he talked to you when you had a lot to say. You are ready to move up when you can still hear your own name. He called your name since he knows you're strong. He let you in because he knows how great you are. Now it's up to you to decide if you will believe what your spirit told you or not. Sign in to say, I got this. If your name was called today, you have now been sent the blessing code 444. Now is the time to make sure everyone agrees. I want you to really feel this truth before we go any further. Type Amen in the comments right now. In a holy way, you should say that you heard the call and agree with what heaven wants you to do. Say yes and let it rise like smoke. If you see this, it means that you are not just watching your breakthrough happen. You are taking part in it. God will know what you said if you type it now. Someone else had the feeling before you. The spiritual wind that blew over you today could taste it, see it, and feel it in your silence. They didn't know what they felt, but it was there. That soft shaking in the air around you meant that something had changed. It wasn't being worry-filled. Yes. Because the sound of Michael calling your name didn't just reverberate through heaven at that moment. Archangel. It also woke up the people who were quietly watching you. They're lost for words. People who have always paid attention to you, but never said nice things about you. Felt something when they heard your name. Now those people are scared. I can hear them whispering now. What changed now is what they want to know. They believed they knew what was going on with you. They believed you didn't have a voice because you were quiet. They thought you were turned down because you were late. The private fights, on the other hand, they never saw. When Archangel Michael called your name out loud in the supernatural world, they never heard what the gods were saying behind the veil. It broke an old deal and a mood that had been building for years, and people who were used to you staying the same were confused by your break. They knew how to deal with you because they knew what to expect from you. They liked the part of you that was uncertain more. But now your mood is different. Now you can see more. Your steps are getting better. People who used to cheer for you are now afraid of your silence. You can see your silence better now that its shape is changing. Something is being said behind your back. But it's not just a trick. It has to do with growing spiritually. They have no idea where the change came from. They want to know what you're keeping secret. They can't explain what they saw because it was supernatural. They don't know it was a portal. They have no idea that Archangel was there. When Michael said your name, something happened that humans can't explain. Some people will say she's acting strangely. They'll say he's feeling better now, but they feel something. They don't say fear. You don't want to be seen. You don't want to fit into the box they made for you anymore. People are getting the wrong idea from your silence. These people think that the space between you and them is you. They think you've changed. They're right. You have. People change who they are when portals open. Even though you may still be walking with the same people, your spirit is already rising. That makes no sense to them. To feel safe. They guess when they talk. They are looking for old versions of you. However, that version is no longer on the market. Not after today or after being called. Archangel Michael made a hole in the sky and wrote your name in light in it. A path that had never been used before. Of course, you won't. To be clear, they did find something, but it's only a piece. They can feel your call, but not the fire that made it happen. They clearly feel your love, but they don't know how it was broken. That's why they're wrong. That's why what they say isn't enough. The real reason for your change is spiritual, not social. It's beautiful, not scary. Along with that, it doesn't have any announcements. It moves with you. You're not using this portal to show them they're wrong. Heaven told you to go through it. You're not coming into the world to make them quiet down. You're going there to honor what was written about you a long time ago. Do not talk about yourself. Don't shrink down. Let's hear more whispers. Any mistake, question, or side-eye they make will show that the portal really did open. So let them have kids. People who can't feel the frequency of heaven were never meant to understand you. They saw that things had changed. They did something about how they felt the shift. You don't care about what they don't understand, so let them. It's your job. And Archangel Michael's voice is louder than all of theirs. If you get this message right, I am chosen in the space below. Right now, the blessing code 777 is being put on your life. While this moment weighs on you, I want you to do something simple that means a lot to you spiritually. Press the like button right now. It's not just about giving this channel money. It's also about letting God's good things come into your life. When you click like button, you're telling heaven that you agree with what God is doing. You are following this word from the prophet. You say, Lord, I agree with what is being said and I welcome your favor to flow toward me. When you click that like button, it sends a spiritual message that lets divine favor find you in ways you never thought possible. Now press it and see what happens when you ask heaven to help you. It's not about you. There is no mistake here. People aren't acting badly because they don't understand or feel good about something. Archangel Michael calling your name was a sign of a spiritual battle as are how you feel and what's been going on since then. The goal has always been this, and it is divine in nature and timing. There is more going on in the air than just hurt feelings that make you feel tense. The noises from realms running into each other. Heaven moved today. A gate opened to help you. Not just people, but also spirits have been moved by that thing. There were ghosts that liked it. When you were quiet, things that went well while you were waiting. When you wake up, the ghosts get weaker. Get this. If people don't feel safe around you, it means that you're going through something holy. This is not about what you did, but about what you should have done. The words you used are not in question. That's what you say. You didn't do anything wrong that caused the stress. It's because you're going to do something good. It opened as soon as Archangel Michael called your name. All the powers that were stopping you started to fall apart. All of the forces that had been stuck in doubt, delay, or discouragement began to shake at the same time. Why? The moment they saw that, they knew you were no longer just getting by. Someone called you. This is why the air feels strange. Sometimes relationships change for no clear reason. This is because what's going on is based on what someone has said over you. They didn't say what they did from a person. It came from the Archangel Michael. It came from where the throne was kept. It was sent from the scroll with your name on it for a new reason. In the spiritual world, your plans can't come true. What you tell it to do, it does. Heaven knew you would say yes before you did. And the gate opened when God's plan called for it. The ghosts that were supposed to protect you were scared. The forces that were making your choices hard to make became less stable. Why? That's because the way you shape them will hurt them. Do not worry about this. Think about it as a sign. The enemy doesn't wish to cause you trouble. He needs to get to your portal. The pain has nothing to do with who you are. It has to do with your place. This season isn't about being light. It has to do with being lit. The shadows are moving because of your light. People are angry because of your call. Some places were calm before you came out, but now they're crazy because of it. They didn't care about you until God told them to. While they didn't mind having you around, they did start to feel like you had a purpose. That's why the damage is getting worse. So that's why the talks have changed. The inside of you has changed, not the outside. The world always fights against things it can't group together. Pay attention to this. Your safety is being watched over by God. Someone didn't do what was open for you. The power of heaven turned it on. What heaven opens can't be shut down by anyone, not even an enemy. There are other people going through this gate, too. Light and fire are all around you. You are covered in God's breath. Archangel Michael not only spoke your name, but he also marked it. That mark is now glowing in a way you can't explain. The enemy can see it. You can feel it in the air. No need to hide anymore. We don't have to wait anymore. Now we're seeing what was promised. You were picked for this. This is your job. You agree with this. So the fight has gotten tougher. There are other people with you in this battle. Though you're closed off, when you move toward this open door, you are being led. The person who opened it will keep an eye on you. The Archangel Michael is also calling. It's getting clear. He is shifting things around. His defense is being made. He is laying a path that a weapon can't break. You're getting into the divine. Besides that, divine land is fiercely protected. Be brave as you walk. Be careful when you walk, but don't be scared. Type, please leave a comment if this speaks to you. The blessing code 2121 will protect you from now on. The mood around you changes now because of what you said. Please know that every seed you plant in this mission grows into a torch that shines in someone else's darkness. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community, does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. But more than your support, we want your presence. When you head to our community through the link in the description or the pinned comment, you aren't just visiting a site. You are entering a community of like-minded believers. This is a sanctuary where you can post your prayer requests, lift up the burdens of others, and engage in daily discussions with a family that speaks the language of faith. Whether you are joining one of our membership tiers for deeper study, sowing a seed of faith, or simply joining our daily morning prayers, you are helping us build a global altar of worship. Heaven moves through willing voices, but it grows through a community that stands together. Each gift you give acts as living water for those in our community seeking healing and hope. Give and it will be given to you is the promise that sustains our shared mission. I invite you now to step out of the shadows and into this circle of prayer. Come with purpose. Join the conversation and plant your seed in fertile ground. Let's open the heavens together. Release your seed today. Join our community and see what God brings back into your life. You can move heaven with your willing voice, but it grows with kind hearts. This is what I say to you now. Your gifts are like living water that flows into the life of someone who needs to be healed. You will get what you give. It's not just a verse about Jesus. Your future is shaped by this promise that lives on. I'd like to invite you now with a simple act of faith. Do not enter this moment without a plan, without being honest, and without hope. The cash you give today is not a gift. The spiritual obedience that makes your heavens open is what makes them open. Give up your seed and see what God brings back into your life. Don't just pass this truth by without putting your hand up. In the comments, write these words with all your heart. I'm coming in through my open door. I'd rather walk through. Not at all. One day maybe. Still I walk through my open door. Say that it's set in stone. Say it like it's already set in stone. When you type those words, you're not just leaving a comment. Angels are being asked to help you. By drawing a line in the sand, you are telling the enemy that this portal is yours. Type it now. Tell heaven how sure you are. The enemy always works at night, but heaven's work can always be seen. The spirits that were keeping an eye on your life moved quickly when Archangel Michael called your name and the portal opened. They saw you stand still all the time. They were used to the fact that you were asleep. They had given up on you since you were being quiet, stuck, and making the same wrong moves. But today's call messed everything up once more. Carefully mark this. Plans are in place to make things worse. There will be a fight soon. There could be a fake link. A message could look like it's kind with a friendly tone and a fake sense of concern. Don't let it fool you. Don't use it. It's not them. That's what they're going through. Pick a side. Now, when heaven calls your name, hell often sends a fake. Someone could try to get you to join a conversation that doesn't make sense. You will feel your words, even if they aren't heavy. What they ask might not seem dangerous, but your spirit will tell you this is wrong. Pay attention to that voice. Trust that the wisdom and smarts come from God. That's your spiritual radar telling you that there is noise nearby. The enemy doesn't want you to pass through the gate. Putting up issues, detours, and emotional issues that seem like worry are really his way of trying to keep you from getting what you need. They could write you a message. They might even try to start a conversation that makes things even less clear. They might say they thought about you, had a dream, or felt something. The Archangel Michael is keeping an eye on them. Though the enemy is waiting outside the open gate for you to stop long enough for the light to fade. Heaven says, do not answer unless I have sent them. He wants you to tell him what's going on. He wants you to try to explain what you did. Don't. Not now. Not now. When time is so important, the gate is almost shut again. Don't open it yet. People are spreading false information about you. You'll find out about it. But also pay attention to this. They say it won't stick. There is more light than darkness around your name. The call on your life is stronger than the rumors that try to scare you away. But stay alert because the enemy's plan right now is to use time. If he can't stop the portal, he will try to keep you busy until it shuts. There is no war over the truth. Over time, there is a war going on in the event that you miss the window. You may remain in cycles that were set to end today. That's why this isn't just about feelings. It makes sense. The bad guy doesn't want you to be happy. If you let him, he wants to wait. Don't give it. The next 24 hours will determine everything. That may sound dramatic, but God told me it was true. Every once in a while, heaven looks down at earth to see who will do what needs to be done. Right now is one of those times. You might be tired. You might not be sure. The portal doesn't always work, though. It changes when you line it up. The test is not about how smart you are, but about how skilled you are. Can you see what's going on below the surface? Can you feel the lie that's hiding behind the noise? Can you ignore the need to answer and focus on the need to move? A lot of people get lost here. They are strong not because they are bad or weak, but because they think everyone should be heard. Heaven tells you not now, not at this hour. Your silence now is a weapon. Right now, your lack of anger is holy. Make the noise worse. Let the claims get stronger. Let the messages come in, but don't look back. Don't look down. Don't stop. Do not say anything. There's no need to say anything about this holy moment. The enemy's plan is easy to understand. If he can't stop you, he will try to make you go slower. Don't let him get what he wants. Please write if this message gets to the heart of the matter. I'm not going to miss my turn in the comments. Please click the subscribe button right now if you haven't already. Your timeline is now safe thanks to blessing code 330. It's not just a click. It's something God wants us to know. When you subscribe, you make it possible for revelations to come to you all the time. I want to stay in touch with what God is letting out. Heaven hears you because you signed up for this service. Don't miss this chance to stay in touch with what God is doing. What should you do now that your name has been called and your gate can only be seen by your spirit? The answer is simple. You don't float. The noise doesn't bother you. You don't jump and you don't say anything. Your peace and silence are like a shield and a sword. Because right now, the most powerful thing you can do is not speak and know when not to. You have spent years taking the blame. You lowered your power and dimmed your view so no one would feel like they were left behind. You held yourself back by waiting for people who didn't have the power to let you go in the first place to give you permission. But now the okay has come from above. The crowd didn't ask Archangel Michael. He didn't get everyone to agree. The fact that he spoke your name from above is proof enough for you. There's no need for more talk. You are already okay. You have already been seen. People who don't get it will have to watch from the outside. Now is the time for you to show divine restraint. When your name is being used wrongly, it is holy to be quiet and let heaven answer for you. You need to tell the truth and the whole story. But heaven tells them, don't explain yourself right now. Your rise is proof. Being still makes you strong. Allow them to talk. Allow them to guess. Let them ask. Don't let it make you feel anything. That person will never be able to cross the gate because they answer every accusation. People who defend everything usually make something take longer. That is not why you are here. You are here to move forward. Do not answer the bait. Do not respond to the things that are distracting you. They are watching. But what they really want to see is how you react. They don't want to know the answers. They want things to be unstable. Do not give it to them. Don't let them see how worried you are. Show them that you are anointed. Show them that you are an adult who doesn't need to be understood. Show them that your silence is not a sign of weakness, but of good sense. That the reason you aren't involved in their drama isn't guilt, but God. You are not leaving people like this. This is you going through your portal. Your thoughts cannot go with you where you are going. Heaven should fight for you. Give the sword to Archangel Michael to swing. Let the spiritual world take care of things that the natural world cannot. You don't have to win this fight. To get clarity, you have to stay still in the storm. You don't have to explain your calling or make them feel better about their worries. You just have to listen for the voice that told you to go. That voice came from above and had a key. That voice opened the gate. Do you feel calm coming up inside you? That's not denying it. That is having discernment. Being aware that you are covered is the peace that cannot be explained. That is the quiet strength that those who have been chosen have. Let it hold you down. Hold on to it. You rise above the chaos around you when you refuse to fit in with it. The wind might pick up. Talks about it may spread. There may be more pressure, but you stay the same. You walk like you know how things will end. You move like you know the gate will always be open for you. You don't run. You don't get scared. You walk with holy confidence. And a quiet fire. If you would rather be calm than angry, type "My stillness is power" in the comments. Your family is receiving the blessing code 8585. Now, I want you to do something that will make what you already have more. Send this video to other people. Send it to someone you care about and who needs to know their name was called. Sharing doesn't just send information to other people. It also brings the anointing into your own life. An idea in the spirit world says that what you bless you own. The breakthrough that is meant for them hits you first when you share this prophetic word before it gets to them. The anointing goes through you as a conduit. You never run out of things to send right now. Click the share button and watch how God multiplies your breakthrough as you help others. The storm is not the end. It is your coming out. What they thought was going to break you was actually what made you strong. What they said behind your back and what they thought was doubt was fuel for your rise. Heaven now says the change has begun. They were wrong about who you were. You are not the type of person who needed proof to believe. No one told you that you could move. You did. That version of you that overshared, over-explained, and over-apologized has been burned away by divine fire. Now you are who you were always meant to be. Brave, quiet, focused, strong, and impossible to stop. Can you feel the life force in your bones? The silence was filled with power. That is more than just trust. It proves something. Your calling has caught up with your spirit. Your soul is now in line with your scroll. The portal that was once just a possibility is now your way through. As you walk, the gate that sparkled in the distance turns into the path you are on. You are not going into it with noise, but with knowledge, not with performance, but with being there. Because real power isn't loud. It is fixed. And you chosen one are now connected to something that will last forever. They are going to look for the old you. They will not be able to find it. They will look for the gave into small talk, backed down from criticism and stayed small to make other people feel good. You are not that person anymore. Though you are being brought back together, not with words, but with weight. What used to cling to you is now pushed away by the frequency of your presence. Don't be shocked. If people who used to put up with you start avoiding you, darkness is broken up by light. Insecurity is caused by authority. Purpose shakes up comfort. That is why some people are pulling away. That is why other people are acting weird. It is not about you. It is a sign. They can feel that you are rising. They cannot keep up with you as you move. They cannot stop you from growing. Heaven is lifting you up not for praise or attention but to do something. There are places that want to hear your voice. There are people who are waiting for, snorts, you to obey. There are scrolls being opened that have your name written on them in gold ink. Archangel Michael called your name out loud in the spiritual world. That call wasn't just a message. It was an awakening of the spirit. Now everything that tried to hold you down is watching you rise. This is your hour of freedom and heaven is waiting for your deal to be finalized. As this awakening grows inside you, know that helping with this mission is not a joke. It is a sign from God. You can support this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our Koi community, by doing so, you become part of Jesus' plan to save souls who are still stuck in fog. Every seed turns into light that fights against darkness. If you water others, you will be watered yourself. Jesus says this is not history. It is a living promise about your future. Come into this moment with faith and a plan. What God has already planned for your life can be unlocked through your giving. Now I want you to type another amen in the comments. This one should be stronger than the last. Let it carry the weight of everything you have just received. Knowledge of the enemy's plans, understanding of your silence, and the revelation that you are safe. Type amen one more time to make sure everything is official. It should sound like a lock closing. Type it now and let heaven know that this is the end of the matter. You rise from the ashes. You speak up in the silence. As you walk forward through the chaos, your eyes are clear. Your heart is steady and your spirit is grounded. You are not tied to the person you used to be. You no longer want something that was never yours. You are no longer open to energies that drain or distract you. You are going up. Furthermore, this is not a goal. This is alignment. This isn't pride. It is a sign from God. You didn't make this moment happen. You were picked for it. Heaven planned this time. God's calendar marked this day. Right now, the ground is moving under you with each step to match the weight of your future. Keep your head up as you walk. Use moderate fire when you speak. Hold in your eyes the surety of someone who has heard God's word. You are no longer having to wait to be seen. You have been marked. No longer do you hope for favor. It is under your feet. You are no longer telling people what you are worth. You are living it. There is a real shift. The door is open. You can have the fire. And the world that didn't pay attention to you before has to now adapt to the version of you they didn't see coming. Your story doesn't end here. It is the crucial moment that heaven has been planning for years. When Archangel Michael called your name, it wasn't just to wake you up. It was to bring about a new reality that had been stuck in place for a long time, hidden behind spiritual timing. There was a reason why that portal opened in the first place. It began to show you the version of your life that was written a long time ago before people tried to change your path. Fighting back was never a sign that you had failed. It showed how important your calling was. And now that the shift has happened and the veil has lifted, a change is happening that not even you fully understand yet. Right now you are on the edge of a new world that doesn't have the same limits as before. That place where old patterns start to break down. Their pain loses its hold and clarity starts to rise like dawn overnight. There is a holy gift being brought to you, fixing things. The painful questions are being answered. The inner fights are becoming less intense. The prayers you prayed alone are being answered with answers that are full of grace. This isn't the kind of resolution that comes from finally saying sorry or setting the record straight. Not at all. This is divine closure given by God Himself. That is the kind that doesn't need permission. The kind that doesn't make you beg to understand. The kind that tells you to be still. And all of a sudden, your soul breathes out. For the first time in years, the truth is being told by someone. Someone who lied about your name in public will now say it with respect. Anyone who said they didn't feel your light will now say they did and that they couldn't stop it. The truth is being brought back to life after being buried by jealousy and confusion. Not because of your work, but because God told you to. That is what happens when heaven says the problem is solved. Lies fall apart. Masks fall. The hidden is shown. And the righteous are defended. Not in anger, but in power. You will not have to fight back. There is a breath of heaven behind the truth that is coming. But this isn't just the end. It changes things. You are not just ending one chapter. You are changing into someone else. The kind of person who knows what pain is all about but doesn't carry it around with them. The kind of person who remembers being betrayed but doesn't let it control them anymore. The type of person who can sense a change in the air before they can see it because your spirit now guides you instead of your fear. You are not going into the future without any knowledge. You are coming in with a heart as hot as hell, a sword of wisdom and a shield of stillness. No longer are your steps shaking. They are being watched. Now your prayers aren't so in need of help. They say something. You no longer have hope. You know the blessing is already taking shape. Angelic tasks are being carried out right now. As you read this, the right chances are coming up. Things are moving in the direction of your divine appointments. Doors that used to be stubborn are now giving way. It is not because of who you are, but because of what people in heaven said about you, clears throat, before you are promoted. This is the last test. Plus, you passed it. Not by performance, but by how they stand. You stayed true even when things got tough. Everything around you told you to stop, but you didn't. Finally, the reward is being given out. It is not a bribe or a prize. You are no longer letting your story happen by accident. Everything that is connected to you must now fit with God's plan. You are no longer looking for big changes. They are happening right now. It's not that you want favor. It wants to find you. This is God's transcendence. It's moving proof. Snorts, it started when the door opened and Archangel Michael spoke and you said yes to something you couldn't see. It's not over yet. It's done and can't be changed back. If you get this change, type "My breakthrough is sealed" in the comments to get heaven's reward. Now is the time to change, and I don't want you to leave without securing your connection. If you haven't already, subscribe now. Subscribing is a spiritual sign that says I am a part of this prophetic community. I'm getting ready for the calendar in heaven. I am letting God decide when to do this. This channel's whole message is to get you ready for the next level. Don't let the enemy take what God had planned because you weren't there. Sign up right now and may the day your prophecy comes true come true. It's time now. The message has been sent. The door is now open. Michael the Archangel called your name. Everything in God's world has stopped to watch what you do. Are you going to skip this and forget how you felt? Or are you going to answer not just because you're interested, but also because you believe it? This is a call from God. So, it's not just another message. It's not an algorithmic answer that you gave. It's a letter to the sky. You do more than just agree with something when you type, say, or affirm it. You make it work. The spiritual world doesn't care about how you feel, how long you wait, or whether you make up your mind. It cares about alignment. Now that you're reading this, you're in a strange place where time bends, things change, and prayers open doors. Heaven is all set. A guardian angel looks on. Also, Archangel Michael is very interested. Not because he doesn't believe you, but because he does. It is legal for heaven to go further for you when you type, say, or align. You do more than just believe. You make things happen. You pass from hearing to having. Come in. I get this. Type 1 am chosen. If the message hit you hard, type, I won't miss my time. If the call is important to me, don't these words mean more than what they say if you want to go back to how things were? They are weapons. They are deals made in the spirit world. Names written at the bottom of scrolls that are being opened in heaven right now. Your name already stands out. Your name is already known. But what you're doing now shows that you know. Tell God that you heard His call and are ready. We've reached the end of the road. And I need you to say one last thing that people will always remember. Please write these words from the bottom of your heart. I'm claiming my inheritance now, but I hope to do so someday. Not right now. I'm working toward getting my money. Still, I'm claiming my inheritance right now. Now is the time to own it. This marks the beginning of your spiritual act. When you type those words, you tell every evil spirit group and power that they can't change what heaven said. As you walk through that portal, you are very aware of who you are and what you carry. Type it now. You should take your case to the courts of glory. Also, don't keep this moment to yourself. Say this over other people. Get the word out. If you are still sleeping, having doubts, or being stuck, may you be blessed. Set off an awakening to help someone else's spirit come to life. You are told to do more than just stand up. You are also told to make a noise. You are now sending this frequency. You can hear the angel's voice. People who aren't strong enough to believe on their own will have you there for them. Say it out loud. Make sure you say it. Say it as if heaven is listening, because it is. Take a deep breath, my love. Take some time to calm down. Be sure to follow the confirmation like a map. You'll be fine. This is not a lie. You're not lost. You are giving it some thought. It's getting clear. You are returning to the spot that heaven always marked for you. Don't worry about being late. The gate is still open. People can still hear the voice. The light is still flashing, but soon it will be off. Because when it's over, may you be ready, in line, and awake. You're not a slave. We're still thinking about you. You're not like most people. You are what the Bible said would happen. You are the person whose name was called out when the sky broke open. You are the one whose light heaven wouldn't dim. You are the one who won't be quieted, slowed down, or fooled. You are the one who gets clean after going through fire. People who are like you can go through doors that no one else can see. You're the surprise. This is a sign from you to remember. You are the return. Let them whisper. Let them be interested. Hold on. Get up. You choose to call. You go into things that can't be seen. You can change the mood just by being there. You're the key. You prove it. You are the sign that things will work out. Leave now. Move forward. Tell yourself where. Organize your life. As if heaven had already said yes. Type "the portal is mine." In the comments, if this whole message was meant for you, I need you to do one more thing before you leave. Share this video with other people. Tell your people about it. Share it on your story or send it to someone who needs to hear their name. Sharing this word from the prophet does more than just send a message. You're giving everyone you know a chance to make progress. When you share this video, the blessing that came over you will grow. The fire might affect your family, friends, and other people you know. Now, here's the promise. People who plant breakthroughs will get even more of them. Share it right now. Spread the word. Let other people go through the door you went through. Be the vessel. Take care of it. Get the word out and your own breakthrough will grow. Right now, before we finish this moving story, let's think about this important truth. This message wasn't found by accident. This isn't just a lucky break. This is a message from Archangel Michael to you directly. You are about to enter your divine future. But remember, this breakthrough is not for you alone. Your testimony is the bridge someone else will use to reach their own miracle. Archangel Michael is inviting you to visit community through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. By joining our like-minded community, you are no longer praying in isolation. You are adding your voice to a global sanctuary where we discuss the word daily and stand in the gap for one another. This is not poetry. When Jesus says in heaven will open over you on this platform, every seed you plant turns into oil for your destiny, fire for your calling, and a hedge of safety for your family. Now is your time. Step into our community prayer wall. Share your heart. And as you give, watch God multiply what you let go of. Let's finish this journey together. Visit our community now. Join the family and see your heavens open. He is reaching out and inviting you to join a safe high vibrational group where divine abundance is not just a hope but a promise. This holy rule is very easy to understand, but it can make a huge difference in your life. If you follow it, you will get more than just good things. They'll come back to you in many forms and fill your whole life. You can get early access to powerful content and divine insights that aren't available to everyone right now. If you accept this invitation, you can now go into a holy place where you will get spiritual help, unwavering support, and quick progress toward your destiny. Don't miss this holy moment of your life's journey. There's a breakthrough waiting for you to deepen your connection. Use the special link in the pinned comment to join Archangel Michael's inner circle right away. You can do this by buying coffee, giving money, or joining our community. This is the only way to be sure you never miss the direct personalized messages that are meant to improve and strengthen your life. But just being here, paying attention, and coming together means a lot. Do it. Your plenty is waiting. Before we get to the end of this powerful story, let's reflect on this deep truth. You did not find this message by accident. This is a divine appointment meant specifically for you. You are being invited into a protected faith-filled community at the link in the description and pinned comment. A place where divine abundance is not just a hope but a promise built on the Word. By heading to the site right now, you are unlocking access to a sacred community of like-minded believers. When you join our membership tiers, you gain immediate entry to powerful content, daily devotions, and divine insights that are hidden from the world. This is your chance to enter a sanctuary where you will receive spiritual guidance, unwavering support on our prayer wall, and speedy progress toward your destiny. Do not let this moment of destiny pass you by. Your breakthrough is waiting. Join our inner circle through the exclusive link in the description. This is how you guarantee you never miss the personalized messages and spiritual warfare tools meant to elevate your life. If you feel called to deepen your connection, the link is waiting for you in both the pinned comment and the description. For those who want to amplify this work and carry the light home, you can find our guided ebooks and Bibles in the pinned comment. Whether you join as a member or sow a seed through our resources, your presence and energy change the world. Take the step. Your abundance awaits.